Hello Cadists friends, this is Teacher Cloud for another SolidWorks lesson. Start the SolidWorks icon on your desktop and then you can start here a part workbench. Today we're gonna review some dimensions and the center line options. So we can start here by creating a sketch on the right plane and please display grid. And then you can select the line command. Try to create a profile similar to this one. And then after that, we need to move this line and create a midpoint relation between this line and the origin point. You can hold a Control key and add the relation of midpoint. But if you do that, you probably will intersect the profile. You can correct this by moving the vertex on the profile. But if you want to avoid this kind of situation, you can do like this. You can use Ctrl A to select all the profile, and then you can move the profile closer to the origin point. Then you can select this line and the origin point, and here we can add the relation of midpoint. That's it. Maybe even doing that you can intersect the profile, but if something like that happens, please move the vertex on the profile to correct. Alright, now we can add some relations, some dimensions. Usually when you create a dimension, it starts with a linear dimension with the angle of your line. But in this case, I need a vertical dimension. Remember to use the right click on the mouse to fix that direction of the dimension. Okay, this one I let on vertical, and this other one I'll set in horizontal. If you want to move the angle of the dimension, you can press the right click again. Use right click clicks or right click to set free. Another dimension here, another horizontal dimension here, and between these two lines, an angle. Sometimes the 45 angle appears at the first. The SolidWorks options are set to fix some specific angles. Alright, my profile is already black, what means that is defined, but I want to create two more dimensions between these two lines. And he will ask you to set on driven. Same here, between this line and this line. We will ask to set as driven. What difference between driven and driving? I will explain. As I already mentioned this in a few classes ago, but let's remember. If you change the driving dimension, the driving dimension is the mandatory dimension. If I change here for 10 and here for 10, 10 with more 10 will be 20. But if I change here, right click and disable driving condition, then you have a item conflict. Why? Let's imagine a possible problem here. Let's say if I want to change here for 30. I can't change for 30 because 10 more 10 will be 20. But if but the SolidWorks know that, and if you do not create a wrong situation, error situation, they force you to set this as driven. So this is the mandatory and this is the reference. Always that you change this will change this. But let's suppose that I want the driven be this one. Okay, I can set here for driven, and right here I'm gonna remove driven. Now if I change here for 25, this one will change, not not this. Understand? So sometimes it's important for you guys to create a driven dimension so you can have more information and avoid this kind of problem that I mentioned. I'm going to go back here a few steps. All right, let's continue. This one will be 15, 5, 5. This one is 45. All right. Then right here will be 45 because of these three guys right here. Okay. Then you can confirm the scat modifications. Exit the scat. Look for revolution command. And I would like to use this line as revolution axis. But you do not need to select the revolution axis in the revolve command. There's other ways to create that. Let's see. I'm gonna cancel this command. I'm gonna edit right here, right click on scat1, edit scat, and use normal to see the profile. You can use right here on the top, but I prefer to use this shortcut that I create here. Alright, and let's say that I'm going to use this command, centerline. Centerline command is also the same command that I mentioned on a few lessons ago. You can create a normal line and then you can change here in the option for construction. This one and this one are the same. I'm going to delete this last. Okay, so what's the difference of my profile if I create this line? I'm going to exit the scat, and right here I'm going to select again the revolution command, select on the spec tree on your part specification the scat1, and then you see that you're not going to need to select the axis because the SolidWorks already set this line as your revolution axis. You can change, you do not need to use this, but if you create this line, the SolidWorks will always understand that this line will be your revolution axis. If I create the solid right here, I'm going to create with a big hole on the middle of the drawing. Why there is a hole? Because the revolution axis is not in the profile, upon the profile. Let's go back a few steps. Let's edit the scat right here. And I'm gonna erase this line and create another center line right here, right aside of the line which I want to be my revolution axis. Now let's see what's going to happen. Exit scat, revolution command, select the scat, and then you already set that line that I already created as my revolution axis. Okay, you can just confirm here. Sorry, not confirm yet. Edit filter, please. I'm gonna set here for 180, 108 degrees. All right, I created this solid, but look that this face is on vertical. I would like this face will be down here on horizontal. But why this face is on vertical? Because I select the right plane as my plane to create the sketch. In this case, I should use the top plane. The top plane will be like is on the ground. You see, that is not stand up. So how I'm going to correct this? I don't want to create it all again. Let's just change the revolution command right here on Revolve 2. Right click, edit feature, and set the first angle for 90 degrees. And then you can select here second dimension. What would be the second direction? The second direction would be the angle on the opposite side of the first angle. Okay, but let's set this one as 90 and the other as 92. Then you can confirm, and then you have 108 degrees, 90 here, 90 here. Okay, it's a way to correct your part. Okay, now you can close. You do not need to save, and you can start new part. And on this new part I need to create a sketch, but which plane I'm going to use? Right here on the exercise, there is no plane here on the description. So I'm going to create a part on this isometric. Let's see. If you use the front plane is a plane that looks like it was stand up, but stand up in front of the left direction. The front plane, I mean. The right plane is also stand up, but is stand up in front of the right direction. The first one the left direction, and the right plane on this in front of the right direction. Alright, and the top plane looked like it was on the ground, down on the ground, but it looked like it was from front from the top, I mean a vertical dimension, a vertical direction. So which one then will be this? This part is stand up and is in front to the left direction. So I'm gonna use the front plane. Alright guys, now I want you to create this exercise by yourself. Try to do by yourself. When you finish, press play, stop the video, and then press play again for us to correct. Alright guys, now that you correct, let's correct together. As you can see in this exercise, the origin point is in the middle of this line, which means that I cannot create the drawing by selecting the point here. No, do not do that. Instead of that, you will create in the air. I mean, I'm going to create in the first quadrant, but you cannot create starting on the origin point. Okay guys, alright, now I need to create the midpoint relation, but try to avoid the intersection of the profile when this happens. Hold Ctrl, select this line, select the origin point. You can also select by here on the spec tree and the specifications of your part. Midpoint. Alright, if this intersect again, try to correct by yourself by moving the vertex on your profile. Now let's set some dimensions. This one on vertical. As I say in other videos, on other videos, I used to create first all the dimensions and then I set the values. Right here you can use the right click to fix this angle, because if you do not fix, it will be a bigger angle. I need a small angle here. Right click. Okay. Let's set dimensions 10, 20 and a half, 45, 30. All right. Try to move the dimensions so this way it will be more visible to understand all the dimensions. If all dimensions have their own space, it will be more easy to identify the values. Alright guys, that's it. Confirm the modifications, futures, extrusion command, 5, enter. Alright guys, this one is on the back. It's in the back. You don't need to save. You can start a new one, file, new, and then you're gonna do this one. Try to do by yourself. Stop the video, and then after finish, you can press play for us to correct. Alright guys, we can correct the exercise, and first thing to do is decide the plane. Look that the face of my part is on the ground, so to stay on the ground I need the top plane. Right here can select scat command. Remember you can select on here on the top too. Display grid, enable line command, create profile, and watch out for this situation. Do not create the parallel situation, a relation here. If by mistake you create the parallel relation here, please select and press delete. Okay, I'm gonna already create the center line. If you create the center line right here, like in the exercise, you already set your revolution axis. Let's set dimensions. Vertical. Another one vertical. Oops. Oh boy. Driving. And this angle. Alright. 40, 25, 15, 45, 3.5, 60. Alright, we can confirm modifications, revolution command, and 180. Alright guys, if you select the wrong plane, it's okay, but watch out for the next exercise. Okay. Thank you very much. And then we're gonna give for you guys 2 exercises. I'm gonna do this one. This will be the first. And then this another one. This will be the second exercise. I'm not going to correct in this video, right? It will be all in the next. Thank you guys for watching. To see the whole course, look for the playlist on the channel. Remember, there are other CAD programs in the channel if you want it. Do you like this video? Please press like and leave some comments. If you have any doubts, leave in the comments that I will answer. And subscribe to the channel, share and educate with your friends. Look for us on the Facebook and LinkedIn. And if you want private lessons, video courses, ebooks, and other stuff, just select the website on the description of this video. See you guys in the next video. Have a nice day and may God be with you.